Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Coffee with Vam, where we talk about everything that we're doing in the channel this week and give you some updates. So stick around if you want to know what's going on in the channel this week. So, what are we doing this week to improve the channel? We need to do that all the time, right? Continuous improvement. And so, what I'm going to be working on, what we are going to be working on this week to improve the channel doesn't have an about page yet, and the about page is incredibly important. And so I'm going to be working on that with your help, of course, and I have some ideas that I want to share with you in this video about that. Another thing I'm going to be doing this week is coming up with a new logo. I'm just going to flash it really quick here. I'm just sketching something that's kind of silly, but I do want you to see it, right? So there's just this little, it's backwards. It says Vam Nation, fun, support games. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit here. But I'm kind of working on that, and that's basically remaking the logo and to make it so that we have, when a little sub button comes up in the video, that somebody has something to click on, and it actually is a other than just that V that I made. I actually kind of like it now. It's grown on me, but it's that's from, I made that a couple years ago, I think, and I've been using it, but I'd like to kind of spruce it up and make it more about our community rather than just about me. So I'd like it to be more about the Vam Nation than just Vamrix. And then also I want to set up some optimizations around a single post. Every time that I come out with a new video and I want to let you guys know, I want you to know right away, right? Like I want you to know the moment the video comes out, if you're waiting for it. I don't want you to have to wonder, is it coming out? Is it coming out? And then you have to go check Twitter feed or whatever. So I've got Twitter, Steam, and Discord all, every single day when a video comes out, I have to post in all three of those. So I'm going to get an if this, then that script set up so that essentially when I post to Twitter, it will make the exact same post for you guys that are in Steam and for you guys that are in Discord, because I know some of you watching all three of the different places. I also might set up a discussion. I've never done it yet, but I might set up a discussion in YouTube to do the same thing so that it'll post on YouTube. I don't know if that really matters. I'll check it out. Okay, what else? So I had a thought here about how would you guys feel about me doing sort of, instead of a Kenshi episode on one day a week, doing a character video for their profile, either intro, their sort of profile check-in or profile updates, letting you know what their stats are, they got new gear, but just a single character and kind of showing a montage of that character doing some combat and kind of what they've been up to get them ready for the team or whatever. So I just kind of envisioned it as being sort of a check-in with that character for our subs, and basically whoever is the most active in the channel, right, will kind of get priority on that, right? So if you're checking in with me in the comments and really kind of letting me know what you want me to do with your character, these would be just sort of weekly videos that show everybody in the community sort of what your character's got going on. Okay, and then and then the last thing I want to talk about is kind of a three-part thing. I want to talk about, what I've been thinking about and brainstorming about in terms of the sort of channel about page, right? I mentioned that briefly, but haven't really said much about it, right? So what I'd really like to sort of focus on is like a couple questions, like who's this channel really for, right? And this is, it's obviously a channel for gamers and people who want to come and get sort of mentors and support and just help in life, really. I think, just as somebody mentioned the other day, dealing with a bully at school, and and we all dealt with that stuff or are dealing with that stuff, and I think it's really important that we're a supportive community. But who's the channel for? I think primarily gamers that they're interested in RPGs, strategy games, survival games, sandbox and open world games. That's kind of, I know that's really broad, but I think games that fit into one or more of those, like Kenshi is an RPG, it's a strategy game, it's a survival game, sort of, not really, and it's a sandbox and an open world game, right? So it kind of fits into all those, and I really like those features in games. What does our community offer was another question that I was kind of posing to myself, like, what do we do? And I think what I want our community to be is a judgment-free, supportive environment where gamers empower other gamers, right? That's what I'm really trying to do with you guys. Not only do I want to bring you entertainment, but I also want to make sure that, like, when you guys are having a tough day at work or a tough day at school, like, I want either myself or someone in the community to essentially offer you the shoulder that you need or the hand that you need to help pull you up. You know, we want to keep each other elevated. We don't want our members to be down, right? And when we all have down days. So I want us to be a really judgment-free, supportive environment where gamers empower other gamers. I'm really excited about the idea of us empowering each other, you know, helping each other achieve our life goals or our gaming goals. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, right? Like, do it. Like, come to us to get the support and the encouragement needed, because I want to give that back to the community, and I want our community to give that to each other. It's really important to me because you guys have been giving that to me, and I want to give it back, right? The whole pay it forward idea. I love that movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. So that concept is really important to me, and I want to empower you guys, and I want you guys to empower each other, right? And I want to give the energy that you guys give to me back to the community. It's really important to me to reinvest that energy into building this community. So another question I was kind of asking is, who are we? Like, as a community, like, who are the people that are in this community? What kind of defines us? And I think we're gamers that like to have fun. And I'll get into that, what I mean by fun, okay? And we're also gamers who really, it's important to us to support each other. I want to re-emphasize the support piece because I really like that. I want us to support each other. You know, whether you're struggling with playing video games too much, or you're struggling with a way to communicate with your friends and family about how important video games are to you in your life, you know, as a tool for entertainment and encouragement. And also how important this community is, you know. So we want to be able to support each other and communicate openly about stuff. And we also play games together. So we're gamers that like to have fun, support each other, and play games together. I think that's really important. Now the thing I just want to touch on again, as far as fun goes, right? What is fun? I think there's a fantastic book. I love to read, by the way. If you don't know that, I read about a book a week. And I would strongly encourage you to do the same. Books it makes everything in the world so much easier because you understand things and you can kind of piece things together. You know, it's sort of like when I finished college. Everything came together and I understood a lot. So I find that books do the same thing. The more I read about something, the more I understand and the more things come together. And I think fun, and I'm gonna reference a book called Rest by Alex Pang, and I would strongly suggest reading it. It's fantastic. Rest is so important to us to be happy in our lives, and we need to remember to take breaks no matter what we're doing, whether it's gaming, whether it's working, whether it's, you know, hanging out with our friends, partying, drinking beer, whatever. You gotta take breaks in between to let your body and your brain recuperate. It's super important for maintaining energy levels and motivation. And you know, you guys might notice when I'm recording videos when I'm a little bit less energetic than normal. It's because I'm not managing those things, right, as well as I could be. And fun and rest go really hand in hand, and I think we need to deliberately have fun, right? And so I want you guys to watch this channel and be a part of this community when you have time in your lives and when you have the energy or you need someone to give you energy, right? You either have energy to give to people in the community or you need people to give you energy at that point in the community. So very deliberately resting, you know, there's very different so there's a big difference between sitting in front of the TV and just watching TV all day and just vegging out to, hey, like, I've got an hour after work, or I've got a half an hour after work, or maybe even only 15 minutes after work, but I really love this community and I want to spend some time with these people. Like, if that energizes you, that's deliberate rest, and that's really important. Now, if you know, being around is draining you and you're watching too much, that's not good. So I want this community to have fun together in that sort of way. I want us to be an outlet for deliberate rest for each other. I really love that idea. And that's kind of it, right? That's pretty much all. Oh, you know what I forgot, guys? All right. And I'm sorry I waited so long. Forgot the coffee. Oh, man. I already had a liter coffee today. I drink really weak coffee, but that's pretty much it. So just to recap really quick, we're going to work on the About page, work on the channel logo, set up some scripting for social media to make that easier, and then just kind of summarizing the About page thoughts, who the channel is, what does our community offer, and who are we. And so I'm going to be working on that this week and kind of trying to tie that in. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys not only in the next episode of Coffee with Vam, but also in the next episode of the Cannibal Hunters, man. I can't wait to do it. I've sort of pre-recorded a few episodes. I think we're up to episode 27 now that I've recorded at the time of this. And I'd also like to get this out earlier. So it is Monday today where I'm at, and I'm recording this on Monday. But I wasn't quite as ready for it as I wanted to be, so I did a little bit of thinking about it before I recorded. And then, but next week I'll have it ready for you earlier, so that way Monday morning you can start your week off fresh with Coffee with Vam if you want to. And I look forward to that, and I'll get it out to you earlier next week. But I just want to make sure that I come out with it every Monday, and it'll be just sort of a side video. But I'd like it to be ready for people in the U.S. primarily. Everybody on the East Coast, I want you to be able to essentially get up in the morning, and this is ready to go when you're starting your day, if you want to start your day with us on Coffee with Vam. So look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode of Coffee with Vam, and also in the Cannibal Hunters. I love ya!